It's a beautiful Tuesday, and I'm glad everybody is coming up in here to join us on Di-RRec Gaming tonight. Tonight, I'm giving out a special thanks to StreamYard. We from the bottom of the mud. We're going live with StreamYard. It's a StreamYard live show. Nothing but love to StreamYard. Anybody that wants to get up in here and spend no money, show your passion, speak your gaming, I recommend StreamYard all day, every day. Shout out to the chat room. What's good? Good Box, what's good, man? What's good? If you like what we're about, please. What's good? Good Box, what's good, man? What's good? Please hit the subscribe button as we continue to climb. I gotta say thanks to everybody that supports the channel day in, day out. This right here was nominated as the most popular by popular demand. I had to come up in here and do some bombing. We had to put all caps on Xbox right now. Shout outs to the panel. Shout outs to my man Technos in the chat room. I'll be doing his show later on tonight. But the main event, the man of the hour is my man JyzalGamingTV right next to me. We're gonna come up in here and we're gonna diffuse all this madness real easy with a bunch of laughter, with a bunch of fun at the same time. We know we do this with our eyes closed. It's nothing. Xbox strong, Xbox community, stand up. Yo, lacing up my boots. Let me lace up my boots real quick. Yo, JyzalGamingTV.
Yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, I'm chilling, man. Yo, shout out to the chat. I'm gonna just say one thing. We're the real Xbox fans. Please stand up.
Facts. JyzalGaming, why do they do it to themselves, man? Why
they setting themselves up like this, man?
I don't know, man.
For
it's sad, man. It's sad, man. But you know, when the street starts hitting me up, and they like, look at these clowns, man. I be minding my own business first and foremost. I'll be minding my own business. You know what I'm saying? I look, if I want to see a comedy show, I go watch Def Comedy Jam. I go on YouTube, right? I go to YouTube and I watch some stuff. I watch a movie or something, but I don't expect Def Comedy Jam from people who claim to be Xbox fans. But see, there's a difference between claiming and owning up what you represent. Like I said, man, long time ago, it's a hard thing to rep Xbox. It's hard out here in these streets to rep Xbox. And there's only a selected real few that know how to do this. Only a real selected few that know how to do this. And JyzalGaming, you're one of them. It's apparent that you're one of them.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
It is what it is. And if you can't do this good, stop fronting. You don't want to go pound to pound in these gaming streets. You stop acting like you put this work in. Like, this is more than just gaming on the Xbox side of things. It's more than just gaming. That's why people try to disguise themselves on social media. It's easy to. But when you put the bread to the butter, you smooth it out, JyzalGaming, you start.
Oh, man, like Macho Man says, the cream will rise to the top.
When that cream rises to the top, baby.
That cream rises to the top, man.
It shows a whole different story. Then I start looking, I go back in the past, and all I know you for is bumping your gums. I don't know you for gaming. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you got a computer now. You got a keyboard, you got a mic now. So now you do a lot of talking. Okay. Because let's please don't go back. Let's never go back, right? We don't ever want to remember what we are, you know, because y'all ain't never changed. You're who you are. You just figured out if I balance being this PlayStation fan base and this Xbox fan base, then maybe my YouTube channels will grow. Because when I rep Xbox, I get looked at as a clown, or I get debated about as a clown, or I do a lot of foolish things. I trick myself. I'll prostitute for YouTube. I'll do this time. I'll do this work that's been sent upon me to do, but I'm really not happy here. I need to switch it up, put my dress on, put my high heels on, put some lipstick on, put a little makeup, put a little wig on myself so I can get out here, man, and showcase. Well, you know what?
Yeah. And let me say this right quick, man. Just because you're grown doesn't make you a man. And we have a lot of people out here that are grown, but they're still children at heart.
And I'm one of them. You know, I'm one of them, J-Rock, because I have
But these people got some childlike mentalities where they're in the backseat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, come on, man.
Right. Yo, I got the realest in the building. It's good to have you here, man.
Shout out to T Ripper. Facts.
I got a special guest coming in. He said send me that link. Oh, man, keep going, J-Rock. Keep going.
Yo, Sixley, I didn't know Cirque du Soleil was in town, man. Why are we entertaining clowns for?
Right. We entertaining them, bro. We gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we do, man.
There's people over here talking about
we do this thing called Xbox.
All right, let me calm down right quick. Oh man, let me calm down right quick. Yo, keep going, Legal.
Yo, we do this thing called Xbox, bro. Everybody can't do this thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect y'all to. Because you know what's funny, man? Y'all been out here in these streets way too long to keep doing the same old trash you doing. Y'all remind me of them old heads back on the block, right? About 55 years old. Here we are in our 20s, and they would ask us, yo, what's popping off in the club? Y'all remind me of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been out here this long, and y'all still don't know how Gamescom works. But y'all been doing this YouTube for a very long time, and y'all still look like y'all ain't learned the damn thing out here.
They still shooting dice in the corner at 50 years old.
At 50 years old.
You got one console gaming, and all he needs is Inshore and a nap.
What's up, Dirt?
Come on, man. Yo, just drink your Inshore. Give yourself a vapor rub. Put some vapor rub on your chest and go to sleep. I don't know what they doing out here, man.
I got you on Tech Show. Unless Tech's going in. You got to get in with Tech. Uh-oh.
Hey, you're talking about these guys whining about, the things coming too slow for them, and they're not getting enough information.
Bunch of children, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I started to jump in the thing. I saw you in there. Everybody's crying. It's like everybody's lined up to cry. The game's gonna come and it's ready. They're trying to tell Microsoft how to do their marketing. Whereas
see, look, they gonna stop messing with me, J-Rock.
Bro, they can't even.
Real quick, because remember when it was convenient, Game Pass was the marketing, right?
Right.
But now Game Pass ain't good enough to market the product anymore, and they need to line up to tell Microsoft what they're doing. They hoping Paris could go cry to Microsoft for them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, these dudes, man, they need to go sit down somewhere. They're all acting like they just love the hell out of Forge. And they acknowledge that they're not the ones that make the maps.
They ain't even playing the game. They over there fronting. Because if so, I got T Reaper waiting for y'all on the backside. If y'all really want to act like y'all play that Halo, I got somebody I'll throw out there for you. We'll do some videos. We'll do some videos and you can show us how good you are on that Forge. You don't want none of that.
Right.
You don't want none of that.
Yo, bro.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, mad at me.
Yo, New York in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Yo,
it's going to be a party tonight. Let me. You know what, Eli? We the text boys. Let me do it for these up northerners, right?
Yep.
Northerners. It's party time. Oh, it's party time.
Nothing
We're
about that
having
Trey
a
Lee.
party. Y'all, they don't know nothing about that Tracy Lee. They don't know nothing about that.
Trey Lee Esquire.
Fact. I went over their heads with that. I sent it. Look. Sick is gonna kill me. Sick's gonna kill me, man. I sent you the link. I sent it. Oh my God. Hold on, man. Look, y'all get to talking, man. I'm coming. Don't worry.
yeah. Handle it. Yeah, man. Yo, I was on there, realist. I had to jump off as soon as I heard this clown come on saying xCloud undermines owning an Xbox Series X. I said, what?
Bro,
Click.
nobody calling them out. Microsoft's not selling any more Xbox Ones.
Yo,
That's been
bro,
discontinued.
Bro, I just clicked off that shit. I was like, what?
Bro.
And this man said, I can't argue your points. I said, what? And you're the best bot? You can't argue.
Bro.
Click.
He's
I'm about to
with everybody else.
I'm about to unfollow this nigga smoothly. But
I already unfollowed that cat, man.
Look, man,
I don't what?
It's the best dot. That's what it is.
See, y'all, you know what?
That is crazy. Yo, he said undermines owning an Xbox Series because you can play on xCloud on your Xbox One. Oh, I was like, oh, that's crazy. I heard it all today.
Why did I buy it then? I feel like I wasted $540.
Make way.
Yo, the whole point.
Where you are.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Alexa all of a sudden wants to play music for me.
Yeah, what's good, y'all?
Yeah, man, they
What's
were
up,
just
fellas?
lined up complaining, man. I'm a Sony fan, but somehow they worried about Microsoft.
Bro, yo, there was no Twitter Spaces yesterday, right? When them good reviews dropped for Psychonauts, right?
Yeah.
Today, you got over 200 people complaining about a game they're not even gonna play.
Right.
Wow.
Yo,
Classic.
I saw that, man. There was over 200 people in there lined up complaining.
Complaining, bro. Like, yo, let me ask you guys a question. Is Gamescom finished? Like, this shit ended this afternoon?
Bro.
Last I
no.
checked, it was a whole week.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy? That what threw me off was it's like, yo, I kind of expected this kind of thing, like from some pony fanboys, some Centaurs, but the fact that I see somebody that claimed Xbox so hard do this the way he did, just set up a chat like this just to complain and then invite all these donkeys into this, that was just so fraudulent, bro. That was just so crazy.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna
So
name the
crazy,
name.
bro.
You want me to name the name or
you can name the name, Kid Ho. I don't care. Yeah,
it was Kid Smooth. Okay, yo, listen. Here's my thing with Kid Smooth. I was thinking about that for myself today. Like, I don't dislike him, but he keeps doing shit that makes him look like a sucker in the end, and he keeps going back for more. And yo, but this is the capper. Now it's just like, whose ass was he kissing with this one?
you know who ass he's kissing. Come on, man. What he's doing is simple, right? What he's doing is he's just saying it's drama for clicks, but he's also trying to lay himself a little bed, so that way if he ever feels that he needs to jump off or go to any other side, he could do a smooth transition whenever the hell he want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So he's playing both sides. That's all that is. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, the cats that are like real true to the Xbox shit, they're consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna do that? Like, you're gonna go set this thing up, invite all these ponies, give them ammo, just to talk shit, because that's all they really do all the time, right? So you're gonna give them ammo. You know what? You could do a forum. You could do different ways. You could do a podcast. You could do an Xbox Centric podcast. Do a stream only allowing Xbox people. You could discuss something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna go ahead and jump the gun, talk shit about Halo. Halo ain't coming out. It's a whole week. Gamescom is a whole week. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Halo is a franchise that's bigger than it's almost bigger than the damn franchise. You know what I'm saying? It needs a platform on its own. You can't just be over here. It needs and they had a fucking they had a presentation like a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have this huge presentation, right? They gave you a huge presentation before Gamescom. So they're gonna jump in on Gamescom, give you more Halo. So if they would have done that, they would have complained, oh, too much Halo. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, people were still reeling over this fake outrage about the co-op and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Give it a little breather. And then, you know, for the other show that's coming on later on this week or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's when they're going to show what they really got to show. You know what I'm saying? You got to relax, bro.
You know what?
Well, listen, real quick, Sig, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. But it's y'all's fault. I blame all of y'all that support that trash. Whatever you talking about, you feel like it's trash. If you supported it, it's your fault.
Yeah.
That's it. You look, I said this long time ago, right? And this, look, y'all the ones that do the name calling. I don't do the name calling. I don't have to. When I see, I don't bother it. You see what I'm saying? I got hit up. I'm doing this show for the street.
Is that so, Kima? Is that so?
Okay. I'm doing this show for the street.
I'm familiar.
Whatever, y'all are grown men. Whatever y'all say, y'all big enough to carry that weight. It's not like dude's gonna do anything anyway. We already know that.
No, he ain't doing that.
But it's like this. You have to know who you're entertaining. All right? You have to know what soup is in your pot, what you like to stir up. All right? It's no secret about what dude does, all right? So when I'm getting hit up and I'm getting told to look, and I gotta go look, I'm just laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing because first of all, I'm seeing his audience, all right? So I'm seeing his audience, and I'm like, yo, I'm just laughing. I'm listening to stuff. I see when somebody pops up in there. And I see the whole double dutch move. I see the whole switcheroo happens. So when the switcheroo happens,
you mean when Paris popped up and he switched his song quick, right?
He switched up mad quick, bro.
His whole soul. So let me tell y'all something.
So then he went corporate.
Went down like that.
Yeah. Let me say this real quick.
Matter of fact, they called him. You got a gentleman over there called him out, right? He went on. He said, I see Paris is here. He's checking on you to make sure you don't say nothing stupid.
Yo, dude. That's what it was. The dude didn't even say nothing. He was quiet. Yeah,
let me finish what I'm saying real quick. Let me finish what I'm saying real quick. When you see stuff like that, bro, I'm serious. When you see something like that, look at your messages, bro. Go look at your messages. When you see something like that, that tells you who they really are. That was a real moment. That was a, hey, this is who I really am moment. So it's like this, man. Suckers are gonna do sucker stuff. All right. That's you saw that. Like, look, people are people to me. I don't care who you are. It's because you on a presentation form show. If you pop up on my stuff, I'm not freezing up because you there. Like, I know my Xbox stuff. I've been doing this since the very beginning and past that. When you want to talk gaming, we talk gaming. This isn't something that I do to clown myself with. I'm really passionate about what we do here. This is a passionate panel. These are people that are passionate about gaming. This isn't
that's the difference. That's the difference, right? Legal. This is
what we do. So this is why there's a lot of separatism in these streets. This is why you only see legal in certain areas. Because even in reality, you only going to see legal in certain areas. I ain't going to be everywhere because everywhere doesn't accommodate for legal. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So when you saw that, that was a real life check moment. Wait a minute, what you doing to switcheroo for? It's one of those things where you was talking all that.
He got G-checked
in the dark.
That's what it was.
As soon as we turned the light switch on and we saw that it was you doing all the talking, And we coming to check you now.
Roaches.
Now you got all these flowers coming out your mouth. Now you got these rainbows and these doves and these dandelions and all kind of sunflower seeds coming out your mouth.
Leo, can I say something real quick? What this does, right? It exposes the person, right? Because you got two types of people, right? You got people that's really about the culture and really about the Xbox community, and then you got other people that's just chasing the bag. The fact of the matter is, if you're gonna do a move like what you did, right? It's clearly you're chasing the bag, right? You're trying to secure your views and your hits by playing both sides of the fence. As soon as Microsoft exec come in, you're gonna try to change your tune. The dude didn't even say nothing. He just pop up his face and then going from saying that Gamescom was bullshit to saying, I wasn't complaining about the game. I wasn't saying that Gamescom was trash. I liked all the games that they showed. All the games, he switched it up. Everything y'all showed was good, but it was about Halo. The thing is, you're chasing the bag. So all he did was, in my eyes, you show me. I mean, I'm not a fan of the guy or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I know he has a voice that a lot of people that's really in the community deserve, right? But he has a voice. People are wasting their time listening to people like that when there's people like Legal, JyzalGamingTV, other people that they should be listening to that's really about that. You know what I'm saying? But this is exposing people like that. These are the people that you got to watch out for because they're not really about the culture. You know what I'm saying? They're gatekeeping. They're gatekeeping. They gatekeeping. They trying to. It's all about the bag, and they want people just to follow what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So otherwise, because they're like, if you could put a person like Legal or other people that's really in the community, a guy like Paris will come into this into the chat. They're not gonna pivot. They're gonna say what they gotta say, and they're gonna stand on their square.
Why not?
Say what they gotta say. What do you gotta lose? What do you gotta lose? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you saying that is showing that you know what? You ain't really about what you're saying. You're about that. You want to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, you want to be a celebrity. You want to get the bag. You just chasing wherever the hell the money bag goes. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all it's about. So this dude was a fraud. Like he just totally exposed.
No doubt.
There's no reason why any real Xbox fan should even watch this dude. Like real talk.
There's two things I gotta say about that real quick. Okay, first thing about Paris. Yo, I know a lot of folks here don't really got no love for the dude. That is whatever it is, yo.
Don't do it. Please
No. Listen. Well, respect for him going through. He went up in there and he G-checked the dude. Remember
you know what? He was sent. He was sent in there.
Right.
He was sent. He's
an employee of Microsoft. See, people like this, in my opinion, I'm not in the inside, but I'm from the outside looking in, right? I would assume a guy like that, right? A guy like Paris, right? He's not hired. He's selected. All right, because he was already in the. He was already
out here. Man.
He was already in the Xbox YouTube. He was already right. So he was.
Before you carry on. So before you carry on, like I said, everybody has a starting point.
Right.
Let's not sit here and act like everybody we seeing today was just galactic stars from the start. Everybody came out of these YouTube.
He was selected.
Let me tell you something right quick.
He was the safe. He was the safe guy on the crumb side. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something right quick. This is the second time it happened. Right? He checked him with his picture. Right. When he changed that picture and he had that pony up there, I saw him in the comment. He checked him. He removed the picture. I remember that too. And had that shit edited. He checked him today when he went into that chat. As soon as he saw him in the chat, he changed his tune. That's twice already. He got checked.
That was a group of sardines, bro. A group of sardines.
Listen though. We're going on a wild tangent about that stuff. Because listen, like I said, irrespective of what y'all feel about Paris, and all due to what you say in face, because you bring up a good point about he was sent. Being sent or not, right? Being sent or not isn't really relevant. Other than the fact that he went up in there and he did that. And JyzalGaming bringing up another fact that he did it to him before on a previous point. I didn't know about that whole story with, that's the thing with the logo with the sword in it, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, the sword.
I knew that was some drama. Right. And it was changed up.
It had a PlayStation 5 underneath it.
I remember that.
Stabbing with the sword and the dead pony behind him. Yeah, he changed that.
Right. And he changed it up. All right, so he got kicked on that twice. All right. All right. So my point is, no, irrespective of that, he got checked. And you see, it was Paris that did it. So respect to him for doing that, irrespective of what dudes may feel. That was a public G checking. The second thing I want to say is, yo, I love situations like this because all it does is expose to me the list of names of dudes I need to mute. Not block, mute. Because, yo, for real, what Paris did was what I was talking about last week, League. Was I not talking about this? People have been out here for years talking that talk, and nobody's checking them on what they saying. So they out here talking belligerent, just straight garbage all day, left and right, straight bullshit left and right. Now it's a new day. There's different types of Xbox dudes out here. And someone is right here on this panel, okay? Who's not afraid to say what they gotta say. You Faves, Eli, you Jay, and Legal, that's just been up in you the whole time. Who knew, right? No, actually everybody knew because you made it quite obvious. But dudes like you have been checking them on what they say, right? So there's no new narratives can develop. You're keeping the foot on the necks of the people out here who's using the community to make this money, because everybody sees what's up with that, yo. Everybody sees what's up with that.
Nah, you're right. Now, you know what though? You do got a point in that. It's like my thing was, even though I agree with you in the sense that even though a guy like him was selected, it was for a reason, right? Because they needed somebody that they know that was already in the community and has a pulse on what the
community is saying.
The YouTube, Twitter community is saying. You know what I'm saying? Hate him or like him. You know what I'm saying?
He was the perfect man for the job.
He's the perfect man for the job, and he's the safe man for the job. Because you need a person that's safe enough for Microsoft to hire, but smart enough to have the ins, to know the ins and outs of who's moving and who's the influencers in the Twitter, YouTube, Xbox community. So the fact that he did go in there and check them, I see it more like, if it's Paris going in there, but I look at it more like it's Xbox being aware. Now they're more socially aware of what's going on in the social media. The fact that they're addressing something like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. I mean, could you imagine if like Xbox was to hire somebody like an official real dude like us or whatever going in there? We'll be barking at him, checking him, cursing him out crazy. But the fact that he got scared, seeing the picture, that speaks volume.
It's a bigger name. See, like I guess they trust the community to handle itself, except when there's like a big one who comes up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
this is when they send somebody after it, to dead it when it's rising up from the start. And there was that was a surgical, well-timed move. Like, I like that. And I didn't even know about the previous thing that he did before. I knew there was some drama about his logo. I didn't know what it was because I didn't recognize what the difference was. I had seen it last night or whatever when he first had it. But this morning when it was different, I just know there was drama and I didn't follow at the time.
Here's my thing.
But the whole point is it shouldn't even get to that point because you had no need to create no Twitter space to start complaining about dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
I knew that was coming because he was complaining like the last couple of days, right? A couple of days ago, he was already complaining about.
But who cares?
No, but what I'm saying is we don't need people like that around here, bro.
But here's what I'm saying. If you've been out in these streets this damn long, right, and you still looking stupid like the way you look, that's not his fault. He's entertaining a group of people who like that stupid stuff. What did I say, man? You got to understand something. These people built their empires off of being stupid like this. Empires. Yep. Do you think he's going to switch up now? How can he switch up? He probably doesn't even know how. Dude was out here cornflaking long time ago. We know this stuff. All right? We know this stuff just by being in the streets.
And if anything, he thinks he's a victim, probably.
They act like I've been on YouTube forever. I ain't been on YouTube forever. I know some things, but as somebody who does this thing called Xbox, you don't see me with pictures of me kissing on my Xbox and stuff. You don't see stuff like that from me. All right. So what I'm saying is, I'm not here being an actor. Is what I'm trying to say. You gotta understand the actor way of life, and then the real life. You see what I'm saying? Some of us look at my look. I'm live with StreamYard live show. You think they would do something like this? They too fake to do something like that. That's beneath them. Oh no, I'm showing straight. I don't care about StreamYard being up on my thing. That's why me and JyzalGamingTV did this. We showing you that it's not even about that. If you paying attention to that, then you ain't got no business being here. It's about what we talking about. It ain't got nothing to do with all this stuff. We done made it too hard. Talking gaming has been just that. Talking gaming. I don't care if it's on a sound wave or through your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Ben, I want to say something real quick on that, yo. Shout out to Flip Money and DACA Vodka for discovering. I think this is an internet first, yo. They discovered that StreamYard can be used with the new Xbox browser to do straight to YouTube off your Xbox.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that through Microsoft Edge, fam.
They did it last night.
Facts. You can do that, bro. Listen, man. I was doing the mixer straight off my Xbox, bro. You can always do that stuff.
Right. But this is different now.
That's a real internet. That Microsoft Edge, that's internet.
Apparently, the Hangouts work too from Google. Apparently, that works too. I heard about that.
Right. So, it's like, if to me, it's like this, man. If that's your source of entertainment, I ain't knocking it. But here's the problem is, don't sit here and act like that's the only group of people out here in these streets. Like, if you're going to mention Xbox, don't think that people like JyzalGaming, Six Slayer, FaZe, or the Realist is not going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? People like Andrea is not going to pop up. There's people out here that really rep Xbox who really enjoy the community. You don't really enjoy the community. So don't be a half shake. Don't be a centaur. You know what I'm saying? Causing all this commotion up in our streets like that when we're trying to have a good time. You've been out here this long. And you know what's funny, because I'm looking at some of the audience, right? You can tell like some of these folk using the old Jedi mind tricks, like, yo, let me get an Xbox and a PlayStation so I can speak on both of them. The problem is you don't even know how to speak on both of them. You don't play enough games to speak on both.
Everybody sees you're just using it as an excuse to talk whatever shit you want to make easy money.
Listen, not even that. You're just trying to get credibility. But here's the problem: when you try to front like that, and then there's a simple issue how to fix something on Xbox, and you take your silly into Twitter and you ask a dumb question that we all know how to do since we've been having Xboxes. That's how we ruffle your feathers. That's how we pluck you. That's how we pluck you like a chicken. Because if you really about this Xbox, you wouldn't be asking a lame question like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that we already been knowing for years. You popping up acting as if, you know what I'm saying, you have the merits to speak on Xbox, but you don't even know the functionalities of it. When you get caught being like that, that's fakery. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't buy a PlayStation and then not know the ins and outs of it. Just simply so I can get in and fit in on the social web and have a say. Man, get out of here. I didn't ask to be here. JyzalGaming didn't ask to be here. The Realist didn't ask to be here. Six Slayer didn't ask to be here. And I know damn well FaZe didn't. Nope. We didn't ask no permission to be here. We came here. Nobody out there is big enough to stop any of us from being where we're at. None of them. And that's in real time. These dudes are goofy in real time. So they good at being goofy, bro. I'm not good at being goofy. All right? So I'm not going to knock that.
Listen, I just didn't get what the hell was there to complain about from Gamescom. Like, but before Gamescom, they told us it's about things coming up this year, right?
Stuff that you already know about. No new announcements.
They already told us it was about that. If you're an Xbox owner, right? Nothing they showed there should make you feel angry, disappointed. Everything there was good. We got more footage of the gunk, right? That's coming out this year in December. We got more footage of that phenomenal looking Forza. right? We got great news about xCloud being on consoles, which means that now, and this what Phil said before, we could still we could focus on next gen only games without leaving the last gen behind, because they could still get to experience that via xCloud. That's a beautiful solution to having less cross gen games. That's not the case with PlayStation. PlayStation is not doing that. Next console generation, they still gonna have cross gen games early on when the PS6 comes out, whatever. That's not gonna be the case with Xbox, because they're working on solutions to that. This is how you push the industry forward. Nothing today should make any Xbox owner feel disappointed, angry, that you need to do a space to like some fucking therapy session. That you need to, and then invite all these clowns to start telling you how, yeah, you're justified how you're feeling. You're justified how you're feeling because Xbox, the motherfucker don't even own an Xbox. Ain't telling you how you gotta feel about it. Motherfucker don't even play Halo. Ain't telling you how you should feel about it. They're giving bits and pieces.
And he beat the game on Legendary, trying to tell somebody how to feel about
it. Bits and pieces. Ask him about the story. He can't tell you shit about Halo's story. They never played Halo.
Right. You see chumps trying to race through our stuff talking about I ain't in it for the story. What are you talking about? What are you talking about then if you ain't in it for the story? Get out of here. Get out of our street. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know the aura about it. So why are you speaking on it? But this is what I wanted to say, FaZe, before you.
Listen, the only ones I hear and acknowledge their complaints is serious Xbox fans, right? That they can demonstrate to me, and I know for a fact they've played Halo. If they're disappointed, I'm hearing it, and I could, you know, I hear where you're coming from. But all this delay the game, shut the fuck up. First of all, you wasn't even playing the shit. What the hell you talking about delay what, nigga? Wasn't gonna play it.
Hey, if they delay the game, you waiting one way or the other. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna push back 80% of the game, more like 90% of the game for 10% of the game. I'd rather take the 90. Either way, you waiting. But it's two modes, and just like Legal said, you need co-op for Legendary. Most people running through the story solo, listen at their own pace. But for these dudes, they just complain and nobody can make sense of it. And then we got a so-called Xbox guy giving them a platform. And it was like nothing but Sony dudes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what though? He didn't
even get the Xbox community.
You know what got me upset, right? Like before this even happened, I didn't even think there was. It's like touching on what JyzalGaming said. I didn't even think. I went into the whole day not even thinking that anything was wrong with the event, because in my mind, it don't matter what games we show. We still show more games than Sony,
bro.
So I was like, yo, I'm good. Whatever you show, I'm good. That's a win. But so because Sony didn't have nothing, somebody got
my man. It's like the nigga that couldn't get into the club telling you the club was whack.
Exactly. You holding the wall and you talking about, the club was whack. You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't in there. You couldn't get
in there. You couldn't get in. So here's the thing, right? So so I'm like, all right, that's a win. Sony ain't there. We got games, but no, here comes this cornball. Oh, we need something negative to put on this. Now you're gonna have something negative to put on it. Oh, well, what about where was Halo? It wasn't nobody talking about that. We just had you know what I'm saying? So you making
had a Halo. So
we just had a Halo thing. So it's like the fact that you're making something, you're making an issue when there wasn't no issue at all. Knows that you're a clown, and then when and then when a Microsoft, when an Xbox employee comes in this room, you cop and please. No, keep that same energy, bro. Keep the same energy, and then you're not a real Halo player because you complaining. Oh, I can't play campaign with my friends. If you're not playing campaign with my friends, what campaign you playing, my brother? Right. What campaign you playing? Because you're not playing the game. You're not into the story or anything. So don't complain about that. Like,
this is all I wanted to say. Shout outs to my chat, my panel tonight, man. Shout outs to everybody in the chat room. But y'all wild on the panel. Look, this is what I'm talking about, though. You see the passion, you hear the emotional, the game and talk drive out of these men. You see it, you know what I'm saying? Because they're real Xbox gamers. It's not about them being fanboys and stuff. That's to alleviate your PlayStation feelings. That's to conquer your emotional background for your PlayStation. So I get it. You want to call these dudes fanboys or whatever. That's cool and all. You got all the breath in the world from the God-given air that breathes throughout the nations to speak your mind. You can do that. But I had a question that I wanted to ask everybody here. Mm-hmm. What is Gamescom? What is Gamescom? And what is the purpose of Gamescom? This is what gets people in trouble, okay? Gamescom is a trade fair. I want to make that clear first. Everybody needs to understand what Gamescom is. It's in Germany, Cologne, Germany, right? It's a trade fair for video games. It's held annually, all right? It's where developers get to talk about upcoming games that they're doing or showcasing their games that you've heard of to keep you updated, to keep you refreshed, just to let you know that everything is going smoothly on time and give you little treats here and there so that you know that whatever it is, the game that you liked, which for this show was the Gump. I just wanted to see something of the Gump to confirm to me that the game is doing good and it's still coming out this year. So I was good. I didn't go into Gamescom when I was looking at the release because what's funny is Microsoft had already told us, look, don't go into this Gamescom with all these high expectations because it's not going to be that kind of show. They told us that a few days back. So you can already see that the clown was fake. He was pulling a fakery card for what he was doing today anyway. That's why y'all were like, look at this dude. I get it. The fakery card was dealt. He pulled it out. He kept it to himself. He didn't even let nobody play with it. He used it himself. When we were already told, when all the good news had already came out, there was only one bad news, and I'll be honest, it was only one little bad news that rattled our community, and that was because Halo wasn't getting that couch co-op. That was the only. If you're gonna be mad about that. Like the fact that you was mad about Gamescom, what were you mad about? Then you pulled the only card out there. Oh, I was mad because of Halo wasn't shown. What? You sound stupid because Halo was already shown a couple of days ago. Why would they show that again?
That means he doesn't care about Halo.
Right. What else is there to show? So you knew by being stupid, you knew by doing what you did to keep it negative that it was going to draw power to your empire. You knew that. That was what you pulled was a YouTube card on Space, on Twitter. He pulled a YouTube card on Twitter and made himself look dumb in the process.
He really did.
See, the only reason we speaking on it because we in these streets. You pulled a public move. Now, if you did this on your channel to yourself, or and didn't put it out public, you kept it private, or didn't even go on the social web, and you was out here in these streets for real, and you was talking about how disappointed you was, that's one thing. You was doing it in the confinement of people that know you, that's one thing. They probably looking at you like you stupid anyway. But you stuck your chest out, acting all hard and almighty, making yourself look dumb, and then when parents came up in there, you cop and please.
Mm-hmm.
That was a reality check. So now everybody knows how you really act. You did that to yourself, clown. Just like I said, all of y'all gonna fail this generation. Fronting like you Xbox fans. Stop fronting like you Xbox fans. Let the real Xbox fans do this. We don't need you over here trying to propaganda this platform so you can get a race of colts and wildebeests and donkeys, to stampede all over the place and leave their footprints of hooves all over on the ground. We don't need that. Like if you need that, go somewhere else. Because this is a brand new generation. See, this generation don't fit you. Because if you look, I'm look.
Yo, my man,
let me talk my stuff real quick. None of them dudes ever ran a game. And what I mean by ran it, see, they probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Shame on it.
They ain't never been in they've never been in a top 10 anything on Xbox. No, look, you gotta be in the top 10 of something, right? You gotta be in the top 10 of Halo, Gears, Forza. Look, if you're talking about an Xbox gamer, right? I'm talking about these dudes, all right? I ain't talking about casuals. I'm talking about the dudes with the biggest mouths. I've been a top 10 dude. I've been in those ranks on Gears. So if any of them want any real smoke as a gamer, they can meet me up on there. We can record it, and I can show y'all what I do. I don't even play Gears. I can take a year off, 2 years off, 3 years off, come back like I've never missed a beat before. Think I'm playing? Size up. That's how I am. Size up. What you gonna do? Tell me to get on Tetris or something? What you gonna do? I can even come out of my comfort zone. You think you good at Forza? See, I'm a gamer. You think I'm an Xbox gamer? So you think you good at Forza? Let's video record this. Size up. Oh, you think you good at Halo Online? Size up. Whatever Xbox game. There's only 3 giants out here. There's only 3. Don't come at me with no Call of Duty. Don't come at me with no Battlefield. I'm talking about the multi-billion-dollar franchises that you claim to represent. All right, you an Xbox gamer, you must claim those 3 somehow, some way. You can't get around that. So if you dudes ain't never ran no game, I'm not listening to y'all. No way. Y'all ain't telling me anything anyway. You see what I'm saying? Period. And
that's
everything that I did was from the ground up. Everything I did.
Man, listen. You're not gonna take advice on how to fuck a bitch from a virgin. So I don't know why you got all these ponies who never experienced no great quality first-person shooter from their first-party studios telling you, oh, this is what you need to do and this is how you should feel. You ain't feel that way about Killzone. Killzone has shit delayed.
You're right.
Right. You're right.
You're right. You know, like I said, man.
You didn't say nothing. Yeah. Like,
I don't know. I wanted to see a stream say, why wasn't Sony at Gamescom? Instead of you saying what's wrong with Xbox, and then started out. The first thing he said was I was the 3rd person to jump in, right? Pause. So the person he said, oh, Xbox cannot get a win even if they tried. That's the first thing he said.
Okay, look.
The first thing he said. And I was like, yo, this dude's really saying this right now?
Hey, look, this is the funny part. We're in a generation now where it's about real gaming, okay? What I mean by real gaming is levels have raised up. Mm-hmm. So we're playing games at 120. We're 4K 120, right? Where did Xbox lose at anything? They got the games right there. They're the ones putting out the games at 4K 120. Even Psychonauts right now. Psychonauts 2 is at 120. Look, this is why you laugh at these clowns, right? Because look, they are capping for something that's showing up, but they're not disappointed in something that's not showing up. Now watch this, face. But yet they bought 2 consoles. You the ones that have bought the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, acting like you're gonna get trophies out here by doing that. Act like you're gonna get an extra man by doing that. That don't mean nothing to me because you got a PlayStation 5. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care if you bought a Switch. I don't care. What does that matter to me? What's that matter to me? You ain't playing these games over here on Xbox, so why does it matter to me what you do? So the fact that you bought a console and the company that you bought that console for is giving you no shows, why ain't you bitching about that? Don't bitch about the one that's actually doing something. Bitch about the one that's not doing something. That makes logical sense. Sony didn't come to the ballpark. You should be talking about that. But no, you know it's easy. See, it's easy to downplay Xbox and get the stampede around you.
Right.
We can all do that.
Yeah.
Stick could do that. FaZe could do that. The Realist could do that. JyzalGamingTV could do that. All we got to do is do a switcheroo. That's easy to do.
Facts,
That's
man.
easy to do. If I want to get a crowd, I know exactly what to say.
But you know what the thing is too, right? It's like these dudes don't realize, right? Xbox is doing what they want to do. They're not gonna do stuff to cater that bullshit narrative. Sorry, pardon my language. That is the Bronx in me. That they ain't gonna do nothing to cater to that fraudulent fan base. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they're gonna do. They're doing things the right way. They're not gonna cater to, they're not doing certain things the way that a fake YouTuber is doing it, a fake person in the Xbox community is doing. Don't complain. You're gonna find little things to complain about, because you know what? They're not gonna do things exactly the way you want to do it. Xbox is doing things the way they want to do it. They don't pull no weight on. They don't really hold no strings or whatever. They don't. Their decisions, their disagreements or whatever, have no say in anything and how they're gonna do any moves or how they're gonna do anything. So he don't have no place in even complaining about anything. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, one last thing I wanted to touch on was, I liked what Gamescom did, because you know what, Halo already got enough exposure as it is. You got to let the other games breathe, because they got so many other games coming out. You got to let the other games breathe.
Right.
They just had a flight, right?
Right.
Another flight is coming up, right?
Right. They gotta let people know, yo, you gotta play. It's not just Halo, Psychonauts, the Gunk, all these other games. You know what I'm saying?
Right before Gamescom, there was an interview talking about how they're focusing on making sure it's the best experience. They're working on multiple consoles. They're happy with how things are coming along with the Xbox Series X and making sure it's buttery smooth at 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
All this, and then you turn around and have what happened, what occurred just now, and then you have IGN too jumping on the hate wave, talking about why is Xbox so silent on their flagship title? It wasn't silent. They just spoke a few days ago. Before that, they had a flight.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it to be silent about?
No, they wasn't silent at all.
They just had a dev update.
And they touching on other franchises. Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of other franchises.
And that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is that Halo.
Yo, real is your microphone, fam.
Yeah,
you real low.
Real low. No, what I'm saying is people don't understand that Halo is not the franchise. They got other franchises that they're trying to build up.
Bro, they talked about State of Decay on Legal's channel itself, right? Like, that game has such a huge following. Bro. You could check Legal's channel, right, and put in State of Decay. He has a video. He had a video series on State of Decay that had 8,000 views.
Hell, I think
that game has a following. You can't just ignore those games.
Okay. And at the same time, they got a brand new IP coming next year.
Yo, that's crazy that FaZe said that. FaZe said that, because that's exactly how we got in the game, FaZe. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
And that game just got a crazy free update. It's getting a crazy free update that, according to some from the other side, will make it basically a brand new game, right? That you're gonna experience.
Yo,
new location, new enemies, new weapons.
Facts. He's right. Shout outs to Dead Labs, man, for accomplishing 10 million players. Realist, finish up. Yes. Realist, finish what you're saying.
Right. Shout out to Dead Labs. That's a brand new game, right? That's a brand new game.
It's DLC. It's free expansion.
Bro, and I guess we're getting another brand new game with Flight Sim, because now it's just not a sim. It's a racing too.
Hey yo, so it's Flight Simulator game now?
His microphone.
Oh shit.
It's all good, man.
It's all good.
Legal, you need to do more State of Decay videos, man. You need to go back to doing those State of Decay walkthroughs.
Or hit the chat. I got you. It's all good.
Yo, whatever mic he was using before went off.
Does this sound better?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna talk straight into the phone. But now what I was saying is they got other franchises. They rolled 3 franchises all last generation, harder than Seattle Sloop. So now they got a whole new list of IPs ready to come. Like Compulsion Game didn't go over well, but they're gonna have another shot at it. They don't have to put it on every billboard and every commercial. Halo is going to do what Halo does. But at the same time, they got other IPs to follow it.
Right.
That's kind of hard for me to talk on the phone.
Like, all that's Gen, right? All we heard was all Xbox got to show is Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. The moment they put the spotlight on other games is a problem.
Listen, State of Decay, like, that's a franchise. Like, they got games. Xbox got games that have their own communities. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people literally day in, day out playing that State of Decay world right now, and they're gonna get a whole new expansion. You know what I'm saying? That's thousands. They said the number. It was a ridiculous amount of gamers that were playing that game. Then you got the State of Decay. They got their own. I mean, not State of Decay. Outside State of Decay, they got Sea of Thieves. They got their own community of that. That's thousands of players waiting to see news on those games. All right. You just had a showcase of Halo. You think they're not gonna ignore? You can't ignore that. I mean, to me, it makes sense, right? Talk about these other games. You know, let that other stuff breathe. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to let these other franchises grow even more. So for you to even complain about that, I don't see.
The thing is, Gamescom isn't done yet. Gamescom isn't done yet. They could show it tomorrow. If they wanted to focus on the other IPs that they have coming this year, that was what the show was about. They could go ahead and do that and give Halo another tomorrow dedicate 10 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever, and get that out of the way.
Nah, that's true. It's facts. Straight facts, man. Straight facts.
Yeah, but when
has Gamescom ever been one show? When?
It's never been one show. That's what I'm saying. Why you jumping the gun now? Wait until it's done.
Stop, man. Listen.
And that's crazy, but that's why, like, what is it? It's funny how after Paris was on that stream, I saw that post about the Halo thing with the award thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's right then and there. It's like, yo, shut up. They know what's going on. They watching these frauds. They watching these fraudulent people, man. That's really what it's about, man.
Yeah, because your boy was trying to ingratiate himself with I guess you call him the Windows Elite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't remember like who it was he had on his show, but it was like, you know, one of the guys from Windows. You know what I'm saying?
Just say I want a job. Just say, yo, can you hire me?
I ain't gonna hire that dude, man.
Yeah. Just say, yo, look. You know, I'm licking your shoes. I want to be a movie star. Give me a job.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, man. Much success to whoever you get on your channels, you know what I'm saying, and you do some interviews with and whatever, because, you know, there's relationships that, you know, go off camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on that. See, the beautiful thing about you guys are the streets. This is exactly what I've been dreaming about, because, see, y'all are raw and uncut. They know when they hear y'all talk, they know it's coming from that sincere place. They know y'all coming from a place of nothing to lose. You know, there's his own saying, right? And Sick probably knows what I'm talking about. Maybe FaZe might know too. Realist, you might be there. You're right around the age. J-Rod's a little younger than us. But you remember the 6 and the 9 theory? If you're standing on one side and you look down, it looks like a 6. If you're standing on the other side and you look down, it looks like a 9, right? And the motto or the theme of that situation is, don't judge me by how I see things, because you haven't been on my side of the fence, or you haven't been in my life to understand why it looks like a 9 to me and it looks like a 6 to you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I've always done this. There's a story that's missing that people don't understand, but certain people do. And I'm gonna let you know. The first person that made it famous was Gilbert Arenas. Then it went to, now we got the person who made it famous more than him, which is Russell Westbrook. And that number is 0. There's certain people that understand that number 0. Because 0, no matter what side or angle you looking at it, it will never change. It's a 0. And the 0 always means I come from nothing, but I'm humble enough to where I never forget where I come from, because you might think I come from nothing, but I'm something. Even if where I'm at or where I come from or who I am, the world may perceive to be nothing. So your mindset will always be a zero. So therefore, nobody will ever get it confused about you. You're not playing the 6 and 9 theory. You're playing the zero theory. And when you're a zero, that means accomplishing things are always available in your life. Because you're always at zero. No matter if you're at zero or not, your mindset is at a zero. What happens is people fail to forget who they really are. And this is what I've been preaching since I came to YouTube. The funny part that I've noticed about people is they're tricking themselves over just YouTube. Just YouTube. Now, there's people who really do YouTube and really do their content and really do a great job at it. I'm not knocking people. I'm not even knocking the ones that people may think I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you think that you're something that you're not is what I'm talking about. That's the zero. That's the 6 to 9 theory. And you got people like today, like you guys, who are validating y'all stance on a situation that happened today. That's the 6 and 9 theory. But the problem is like JyzalGaming said, it should have never happened if you kept the zero mentality. If you kept the zero mentality, then everything you would have done wouldn't have got checked today, because there's this old saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's a word called approach. How you approach a situation means everything. And today, homie, you approach this situation on a major circus. You did a Barn and Bailey thing, man. You really went out your way just to get that herd. And that herd, you let that herd down, because when parents came in, you couldn't even lead your herd. You did a switcheroo. And that was the sad thing to see, my man. To see you play yourself like you did, that was a sad thing to see. And it's good that you didn't put it on YouTube where we could actually pull it up and keep laughing at it. It's a good thing you went on Space and did that. But even though it's gone, we know and you know what you did. So that's who you really are, homie. So yeah, I don't respect that. See, it ain't about, oh, do I like his channel or not? Who cares? There's people that don't like my channel. Who cares? I look at the person. What you about, bro? You ain't about nothing. You don't stand for nothing. You play games. You play games with yourself. And in reality, man, that's playing yourself. When did playing yourself ever become cool? When? And on a reality check, you should know better. You know what I'm talking about when I say you should know better. That's what hurts. It ain't about all this what you can do on your keyboard and how you sound across that mic. It's just keeping it zero, homie, all the way through. You've been doing this for a long time. How you out here still sounding stupid for 8 years? 8 years good, and you still don't know what Gamescom brings to the table? You making yourself look dumb out here.
There's an old saying, you could be thought of as a fool or open your mouth and erase all doubt.
Boy, ain't that the truth?
I mean, but this is what I told you in the beginning of the show, man. Just because you're grown don't mean you're a man. Listen, you can be grown and be manipulated by a whole bunch of people that are doing silly shit like that, man. But a man gonna man's 10 toes down.
Facts.
Stand where you stand, man. That's it.
Stop being a fairy out here. The thing is this, man. When people out here that are trying, okay, put it like this: how you building the community?
Just use some common sense. Stop acting like a child, man.
Yeah, man.
Right?
That's it, man.
Right?
They're in the back seat. They're in the back seat. That annoying little kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Hey, relax. They're not telling you to be there at 3 o'clock.
Right.
Why are you complaining now? I told you what time we're getting there.
Right. No, it's true, man.
You're right.
They prep
Halo's running out of time.
No, they if they telling you the shit coming out this year, they telling you the shit is coming out this year, right? They're giving you a flight. Shut the fuck up. It's coming out this year. Relax.
You know what? If they were busy playing games and being involved in the Xbox community, they wouldn't even be worrying about.
Bro, enjoy the show for what it was.
Enjoy the show for what it is. If they were playing 15 minutes
this year, right? We're getting something this year, right? The other side don't got nothing.
Right.
Enjoy it.
This is what I'm telling y'all. I want everybody to hear this, man. We are in next gen, and these clowns can't even show you or demonstrate the value of doing it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They can't even represent sick. They can't even do that.
No.
Like, you know, I would have more respect. Look, listen, man, I keep it 0, right? I'm working on my new setup. So I told myself I'm gonna be real picky, but now I know what it is. Sick knows what I'm getting. I told him. So but it's not out yet. So I literally, y'all have to wait on it. I could get a substitute, but I don't want to. I think I want to go this route because this route is bulletproof, right? So I gotta be a little patient. But even me, I want to represent. You know, I'm over here on a set showing people 3-player co-op and begging for somebody else to get in there so we can show 4-player co-op. You know why? Because none of these clowns are showing it. All they doing is bumping their gums. They don't show their gameplay. They don't show the beauty of the Xbox community. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody has to do it. Yo, we glad to do it. We've been happy to do it. Yes, has Xbox had its ups and downs? Damn right it has. Has it always been perfect over here? No. But man, we're Xbox fans. It's more than just the ups and downs. It's a community. It's friendship. It's a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood.
I've had multiple people hit me up talking about, yo, JyzalGamingTV, I know you beat 12 minutes. Help me out. I'm like,
yeah. Then what I was saying, if you were playing 12 minutes, you wouldn't have time to be posting about disappointment, motherfucking Halo and all that. You know what I'm saying? You play them goddamn games, man. Bro. Yeah, play some games. Just relax. You know, a whole bunch of games came out on Game Pass, and you over here complaining about what's coming next. You know what? You were beating your games and playing the games that you was supposed to be playing, and not playing PlayStation 5 games. Right?
You'd be getting a lot more games.
You'd be getting a lot more games. You over here playing Returnal. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it and saying you repping Xbox.
Right, you right. You over
buy a mutant out sold that shit.
Right, exactly. No, okay, look, that's exactly right. Here I am over here playing the game that actually got a fan base to it. I beat the game I show people from the first out the gate to the end, right? I was even doing all the quests when people weren't even doing it. They would hit me up like, yo, I didn't even realize I got to start all over and play that game again. You know, because people were just rushing through it. But that game is extra, extra long, right? Yeah. But then I'm sitting over here looking at clowns on Returnal, but yet I'm looking at clowns who are praising Returnal, but yet supposed to be Xbox dudes, but ain't never played Record. Or like, yo, they want to talk about.
They ain't play Halo either, apparently.
Right, talking about, I'm just now playing Sunset Overdrive. We got people. I'm not even making this up. This is the shame of it all. You got people that have over 100,000 subscribers that it hadn't been too long that they beat or played Sunset Overdrive, but yet they always in our streets running their mouth. This is facts. Because see, there's this thing where I guess, like my man Ashtray Gaming said, either you have to be a YouTuber or act like a fool to be popular on social media. Amen, brother. He wasn't lying when he said that. You either got to play yourself as a clown or be a YouTuber. Because for some reason we talk gaming, but where's the gamers at to respect the gamers? Where they at? Where's the gamers at to respect the Xbox gamers? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? All I'm saying is, if we talking gaming and you see people that are putting in that work on Xbox, support them. Yo, reach out to them. They represent your platform. Anybody can talk. That's nothing. Anybody can run their mouth about Xbox gaming. My son can do that. Kids can do that. We used to do that at the playground. We talk video games.
Yep.
But who's actually putting in the work? Who actually went to those arcades and was known for whooping up people? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who was actually doing a Double Dragon scene? Who was actually doing that stuff? Who was actually going down to the laundry mats, putting in the quarters? Who was actually going to the bowling alleys, putting in the quarters? See, that's a whole nother dimension. See, a lot of you clowns ain't even known for gaming. You're just known for YouTubing. And you've been in these YouTube streets for a long time. I commend you. But there's a big difference between YouTubing and gaming. Big difference. And a lot of y'all done forgot about that. But see, it's a middle school mentality, right? Oh, I won't follow him because he's not cool with him, or I may not look cool because none of my friends are supporting this guy. They're gonna ask me why am I supporting this guy? Oh, stop supporting them. Bro, come on, man. Are them dudes that are telling you not to support people feeding you, clothing you, sheltering you, giving you a job, paying you? Come on. None of them. My thing is this. Do you, man? We need a real Xbox community out here. We don't look, there's, like I've been saying, there's nothing wrong representing Xbox. There's nothing wrong as if you only have one console. That's a narrative that's been created to make real Xbox fans feel like they isolated. That never existed in real gaming. We started out with just one console. One console was good then, it's good now. That narrative never changed. It is what it is. Now, if you're blessed to get multiple consoles like me, but you don't hear me bragging about it, I don't care. I'm representing Xbox. The new legal, the gamer tag is on Xbox. You ain't gonna find it on my Switch. You ain't gonna damn near find it on my PlayStation because I'm not giving Sony my money for that. When the infrastructure right.
Yo, the whole point is, man, we're at the party. How you complaining from outside of it?
Right.
They got games to show. And if you call yourself a gamer, right, how you complaining about being shown games while the other side ain't got nothing to show? If the roles were reversed, right, and it was Xbox, if Xbox didn't show up to E3 and didn't show up to Gamescom,
speak on it.
What would be the narrative that would be pushed around here?
I'll tell you what, there wouldn't be no stream party invite on Twitter. But the narrative would be like, oh my God, Xbox going out of business. Xbox is dying. Why they can't do nothing right?
Bro, exactly.
Loud for the people in the back.
Exactly. I'm going to say it way louder, basically, if you've been looking at all the clown stuff that's been happening for well over a year, nearly 2, with Sony, if it was Xbox, this would have been worse than the Xbox One launch. The constant crap, y'all still don't have the things you promised. Why say 8K on the box still? Why are new systems still coming out with 8K written in the box?
Why did they just release a? They're releasing a new version that don't need a screw.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
No.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's a different screw. It's a different screw. If it was
that's
Xbox,
what I'm telling you.
all of them would have been, oh my God, they would have been.
What the hell is there for us to complain about? That's what I'm saying. What the hell is there
we
for us
chilling.
to complain
And
about?
like we chilling and y'all just trying to ruin the party.
Yep.
Like, what's going on?
Because it's fire.
We eating
good. And meanwhile, your house is burning down and you're mad at us.
They're that one dude, right? When you got a bunch of shorties around you and they're like, and you're getting played right here, like, she ain't all that.
These dudes that bring guns to a girl party.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but you ain't getting that, so what are you complaining about?
Yo, Emmanuel A1.
Because he's not getting
y'all on fire tonight. Let's go. Di-RRec.
It ain't my fault the Japanese lady ain't cooking for you. We eating good. We eating good. I'm sorry, no food today. I'm sorry, that's not my problem. I'm eating. I'm good. I got games. Yo, I got so many games. I can't beat all of them.
Yeah.
Can't beat all of them.
Y'all, you know what, man? Y'all are beautiful, man. You know what?
You know what, Spencer? He's not lying. Man. He's not lying.
He's not lying.
Yeah. Dude, I'm playing one game, and then I'm like, I'm playing one game, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta play something else. And then you play something else, and then something else come out.
That's not right. Yeah. That's literally, he's not exaggerating.
I'm like, oh my god, yo,
thanks, Emmanuel.
He's not saying this is true.
Thanks, man.
We literally have a game of the year contender dropping in a few hours.
Yeah.
What is there to be mad about?
Yo, dude, I'm playing 12 minutes, and I'm thinking about the Ascent. And then I'm playing the Ascent, and I'm thinking about Psychonauts coming out.
We built different. We
built different. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Look, how are you going
what you got to look forward to? Kenya?
Right.
Kenya was going to multi-plat. We just found out last month that was a time exclusive.
But look, how are you going to on 10 months?
Their last show, right, was a Microsoft first-party title. Their last show was about a Microsoft
headline by a Microsoft game.
Fact.
What are we doing here?
Fact.
What is there to complain about as Xbox fans right now?
Right, because you clapped. Look, man. Listen, man. We know what it is.
And then you gotta make up a reason to
niggas just released a fire ass controller, right? That show's already sold out.
Yep.
Niggas is on it. We got everything.
Because you know why, J-Rock? People think the social media crowd is the biggest crowd. They think that. They think that most of the gamers are sitting up on Twitter somewhere doing all this complaining when it's not. Microsoft threw that controller out and it's sold out because the people of the gamers of the world bought that controller. Man, I got 2 of them. When I saw that tire go around the grips of the controller, pass me 2, please. Didn't even hesitate. When you saw the quality, those collector items are beautiful. On top of the fact that Xbox hasn't even started yet. Like, I'm loving the fact how Microsoft is throwing the tidbits out there, right? They're throwing like steak chops. You know, it was a big, nice steak, but they chopped it up into good little pieces and just throwing them out there for us to chew on. Everybody that's sitting up here that has something bad to say about Halo Infinite, we remember you. Watch yourself very closely when this Gotti comes out, like I said. Watch it win the awards, like I said, and watch it outsell anything there is, like I said. Halo Infinite is going to jumpstart this next generation, like I said. There's no donkey game that's starting this generation. None, not one.
Nope.
Not one.
Not
and the minute you even think about your little heavyweights, right? We bringing Mike Tyson in the ring, and we're talking about 1988. Iron Mike Tyson in the ring. You don't want to see those games. Y'all don't want to see those games. Y'all pose no threat to us. Y'all are in upscale 1080p. You can barely hold a substantial 60 frames a second game without it drop. You still in that. Here's where y'all are at. You're still in the latency theory. Well, if you want performance, you're going to have to compromise your visuals. Well, if you want nice visuals, you're going to have to compromise your frame rate. Man, we ain't there no more, man. We in next gen. We're in next gen. And then y'all come out here trying to cap, right? Oh, PlayStation runs better. Look, this game runs better. Bro, you compromised. You just compromised your abilities. That's why it's running better. You're not where we're at. Now, put it on even ground and let's see who's holding weight. Y'all gonna lose every single time. The facts is this. This is what gets them mad. And you know, to us, it never mattered, right? Because we're Xbox fans. We don't buy Xbox because, Xbox is not, it's gonna be the most popular console, or it's not gonna be the most popular console. That ain't why we buy Xbox. But y'all buy PlayStation because you just want it to succeed so much in sales that distracts you from actually having a good time. That y'all don't even play them games. Y'all ain't played Returnal. You ain't played Astrobot. Y'all don't even talk about Astrobot. Where is Astrobot? Astrobot ceased to exist. Y'all was supposed to be showing us how marvelous your DualSense controller is, but it can't. It barely lasts for 2 hours. What kind of real gaming experiences do y'all have?
That DualSense don't make no sense. Man.
Watch this. I'm still waiting for one of them.
See what you did there?
I'm waiting for one of them, and I'm shooting at the high-ups, right? I don't even want the plain donkeys. I want the mutants. I want the centaurs. Tell me something that's next gen in that console. What is it doing that's next gen? Where's its quick resume? Tell me. Where's its 120 frames per second at? Tell me. Where's its strong 4K at? Tell me. Where's the VRR at? Tell me. Where's the Dolby Atmos at? Tell me. Tell me. Where's all these features that are supposed to be next gen at for the PlayStation 5? I've yet to hear anybody tell me that. But the fact that your silence shows that you're a loser, your silence shows that you're a lame, yet you quiet for the PlayStation 5. Oh, y'all are like field mouse when it comes to the PlayStation 5. But you're a German Shepherd barking, you a canine. You're part of the canine unit of the SWAT team for the Xbox. Everything the Xbox do, you barking. You searching for something. Sniffing around, trying to find something to talk about. But when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and the evidence is right in your face, y'all turn into squirrels. You don't got nothing to say. Running up trees. Going getting nuts in your mouth.
They out here talking like this Forge and co-op isn't coming. Like this shit is canceled. This is what I don't get.
They even told us when it's coming.
They
told us when it's coming.
This shit is a Battlefield case. Like I'm hearing people who justify, and I'm not saying nothing bad about it. If you could, because I'm about Battlefield, right? But if you could justify buying Battlefield that has no story mode, right, for the same for $70, right?
Right.
When the last iteration of the game gave you a story, and it came at what, 65 with the tax, right?
Yeah.
Then how is it that you're now switching it up, saying Halo should be delayed when Halo is giving you a story and a multiplayer, but is bringing Forge and co-op later? You see, that's the inconsistency I don't get.
Nah, it's just they're not gonna trash something. It's to fit the narrative. It's whatever they're gonna do to suit their argument. You know what I mean?
That's like what the shit about. Is coming.
Man, it's coming.
Like, it's coming. They didn't say it's canceled. Forge is coming. Co-op is coming.
You know what's funny? It's like I said. We went through this before, right? The last known legit couch co-op day one was Halo 4, okay? That's been, I don't know how long. We don't even want to count the years, but if somebody want to fact check me, count the years. We'll speed it up. So when Halo 5 came out, was there a co-op couch mode? No. It was online only. We had to wait. So this isn't the first time. And you remember, cats were out there bitching. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, we heard you on social media, but the Halo fans around the world showed you what we were going to do. Halo 5 became the fastest selling IP of all the Halos. Destroyed them all. Sold over 400 billion in accessories, and all together, the from the game sales to the accessories to the controllers, all that equaled out over 400 billion, which totaled out which totaled out in its first month and a half. I know it wasn't even 2 months, that the whole franchise ended up becoming 5 billion certified because of that game. So that tells me, watch what Halo Infinite is gonna do. Forget these games on social networks. That's the comedy side of it. They think
the majority of these social
the majority is in the world. Right.
They're the first ones to tell you they do not play multiplayer games. Right. They like the single player games, right? So I'm like, oh man, why are you talking about Halo? What was the last co-op you played on PlayStation?
Right. Watch this,
Well, Miles Morales, you played it on co-op?
Facts.
Ratchet and Clank, you played on co-op?
Facts. Look, I pointed this out. Facts. Did I not point this out, Sid? You can go on YouTube right now, look up PlayStation.
They play Demon Souls on co-op.
Facts. You go on YouTube right now, look up PlayStation. Look how many followers PlayStation has, right? It's about 15 million, 13 million, 15 million, something like that. You go on YouTube and you look up Xbox followers, and it's like 4.6 million. All right? So to think that these lames on Twitter, who always giving Xbox a negative press, are the majority, you got to correct your mind. They're not the majority.
Your mama said they play Iki Island on co-op.
Facts. The majority is not on Twitter. The majority of Xbox gamers are in their house playing on the Xbox. They ain't on Twitter bitching and moaning about what's going on out here. The way they look at it is like this. They got devs and they got those gaming articles and all that, do all the talking. Let them do all the talking. I'm over here on my Game Pass selecting what game I'm going to play today. So when they see, when they're out in the streets and they're talking about amongst their friends and their friends are like, yo, Halo Infinite's coming out in 2 weeks. Yo, I'm about to go home and pre-order that. Yeah, that's what's going on in the world. And what's going to end up happening, I'm letting y'all know right now tonight. What's ended up happening is Halo's going to be prolific. Watch Halo Infinite outsell Halo 5. Then you got to look at it like, well, man, all these dudes on Twitter, they were talking it down. They were mad. I thought the Xbox community was upset. Yo, shout out to Emmanuel A1 again. Some of these defective bots obviously never seen Rocky 5. They don't know how to get down for home.
Yo, it works so well.
Oh man,
my dude, defective bots. I can't even.
Facts.
Crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
The first major multiplayer game they got for PlayStation 5 was Destruction All Stars. And you got more bots playing that than actual games.
Yeah, me myself.
Yo, J-Rock, say that again and say it real slowly for the people in the back.
I said the first major multiplayer game for that PlayStation 5 was Destruction All Stars, and you got more bots than players on it.
Facts.
They had to. You know what's funny? They had to implement bots.
But these are the
actual game they enjoy.
But these are the people I'm gonna make a Twitter space and hear their concerns about.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here! I don't want to hear from you.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from real Halo fans. I don't want to hear from these people. They don't know anything about it. Go play Persona. Go play them niche titles. Go play Persona. Go over there, man. Go with your little single player weird bullshit. Go over there, man. I want to hear about your opinions on this matter.
Facts. You know, Forge is something you do when you're tired of the multiplayer. You want to create new levels.
Right.
You can wait on that. If you want Forge from day one, then you know what? You ain't looking to play the game. You ain't enjoying the game the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. All right. And if you playing the campaign with co-op, you're gonna be so busy talking. You want to look at the story. I want to know what's gonna go on. What happened? What's up with the story? You know, who's the bad guy? What's going on? What I gotta collect? What I gotta do? Those type of things. I want to play the game myself, experience the world, experience everything. When I want to increase the level of the difficulty to legendary or something like that in 3 months from now, which is most likely going to take me time to beat the game. If I want to play the game the right way.
Everything is at.
Right. When I know where everything is at, then I go, yo, legal. Yo,
that's how we do
let's beat this game. Exactly. That's how we get down as a gaming community.
That's how we get down.
Oh, I got the game. Let me just beat this game real quick. I don't care about Master Chief. I don't care about nothing. Let's just run through this game.
That's never been in the culture of Halo.
Right. I bet you this is the type of dude that played the game on co-op and put the difficulty on rookie or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Because I'll challenge all them clowns to just go to Combat Evolve. Put it on Legendary by yourself. I bet you they couldn't even get off the second board.
Legal, how long they will last on how long would they last on State of Decay?
Bro, look. let me
on
tell y'all
insane
something.
difficulty, on insane.
Right. They were people were so you know what's funny, man? I'm glad you said that because I'm really humble. Because look, FaZe, you said something that jewels that till now I never really thought about it, to be honest with you, FaZe. But my channel, I got so much love for State of Decay in my heart, though. Like, I respect it, right? It gets so much respect for me because you was there.
That game helped your brand,
that
bro.
That game
real
made my
talk.
channel.
Yep.
I'm like 13,000 views. I'm not heavy, but I played that game. And let me give credit because I'm bringing them back. My man Ziggy Stardust out from Minnesota and his friend, what was his name? Doofy. Him and Doofy, man. Doofy, he was already on the other levels. Remember what I told you? I think I told you, I was like, FaZe.
We used to play together. We used to play State of Decay, yeah.
Right, that's already, and you the one that told me, you was like, yo, why don't you get him to show you everybody the levels? Because people are confused like me. I want to learn. So that's how it started. It was started from people like him telling me to get those dudes to showcase it. So I went on and they showcased it with me. They were teaching me, but they were like narrating the game. They were so good at what they were doing, y'all, that people were bugging. They hit my chat up. They hit me up in Messenger because, you know, I throw out my game tag. I tell people. And they was like, yo, we learned so much from y'all just this one session. Like, it took me, that game, I had people from all over the world I played with. I played with a doctor. Shout out to Bowler Dro. I want to reach out to him and see if I can get him back. But we did like a reunion like last year, like around the late winter, early spring. We did a reunion and I put it up. And it was all the people that made that show, FaZe. We all came back together because Bowler Dro became a doctor. I wondered where he went. And this dude became a doctor, dude. Like,
what's up?
You know, I'm going to reach out to them. I want to do something special for this new one. But it carried over to me in Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Shout out to everybody out there that's been supporting my gameplay on Odyssey. I went underground on that game. Didn't think that people would even follow me. Didn't think that people, dude, I was using my phone to do clips for people. Didn't realize thousands of people were going to give me that support. And this ain't talking. This was just straight gaming, people, like FaZe said. I didn't come in here like this. People demanded me to do this. They wanted me to talk because we would be in the party chats doing what we're doing right now. There's like, legal, you need to get you a channel because there's so many people that don't hear it like this. This is what it's about. It ain't about all this other stuff we hearing. It's about this. Y'all remember the General Johnson? Yo, the General Johnson, man, he's still out here. He's doing his movies right now. He's acting, but he will be back. He loves y'all, misses y'all. I talk to him a lot, but he's going to be coming back. But I just want everybody to know. And that's good. Listen, y'all don't really, you know, FaZe is crazy, man, because they looking at Emmanuel A1, right? But I know Emmanuel A1. Emmanuel A1 goes back like FaZe does, back to my Mixer days. I remember when I wouldn't even get somebody. I wouldn't even get people on my channel. But there would always be Emmanuel A1 there supporting his butt off. See what I'm saying? Like,
to Emmanuel.
Right. I'm too humble to just, look, my audience is real, right, J-Rock?
That's
so
fact.
I can't fake up for them because they know where I come from. They know the journey. You can look on my YouTube channel. It's been a journey. My YouTube channel isn't like this. Oh, one day I'm showing you, I'm riding in my truck, I'm talking, and I'm trying to become a YouTuber, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm showing you my jeans and my shoes or my haircut. Well, that ain't working. So, oh, I get it. If I talk about PlayStation or Xbox, I'll get people to come to my channel. So let me switch it up and just make it seem like I care about gaming right now. And so, oh, look, I'm getting the views now. People like it when I talk about Xbox, when I talk bad about it. Oh, I'm growing my channel. That ain't me. I didn't switch up. When you go and look at my channel from day one, it's always been about Xbox gaming. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of struggling. You're going to see audio crackling. My audio wasn't right. That space. Me telling people, damn, I need an audio check because I don't even know if I'm sounding right. You know, y'all would come in and tell me, dude, some of my best shows I couldn't even put out because my audio wasn't working. I didn't have all this stuff. I was just trying to get it out there, just trying to get some gameplay, get the gaming back in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dealing with them, J-Rock. Yo, I got the people who hit the legendary 50 levels on Sea of Thieves first, fam. I got them on my channel. That's what I'm talking about. These clowns ain't doing it like that, bro. They out here just using the Xbox streets. They ain't really in the Xbox streets. They just doing a lot of talking. And like I said, that's cool and all, but don't come over here. Like, don't act like that's the only alleyway in Xbox territory. Like, there's multiple streets. You got the people who really rep this stuff. We're not them. Don't put us over there in that category. We who we are. Nah, we're not disruptive. Nah, we're not toxic. You don't like us because we tell it like it is. That's why you don't like us. You want us to clown for you. Well, there's some people that don't like clowning. We don't like putting on the dress. We like being who we are. Who we are is good enough for us. So we don't have to do all of that. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to. We love the camaraderie of just talking, understanding where we come from. We love the fact that y'all hate on Xbox. I wouldn't have it no other way. I can't see myself over there in DuckTale land with y'all, where the media is doing all
like
this.
We like Dave Chappelle. No, I don't want to put on that dress. I don't want to put on that dress, bro. I'm funny without a dress. Exactly. I don't need the dress.
Hey, it made us stronger, so who cares? Whatever.
Right, Six Slayer. Why do I need to look? I don't need Metacritic helping me out in my psyche to make me think, oh, I'm playing a great game. I don't need.
All right.
Look. You remember FaZe, my panel. Let me speak to my panel real quick before I say what up, chat. Panel. I don't know who it was. It could have been J-Rock. But there was somebody back in the day who said, why do I need to pay attention to a gaming journalist who reviews a game that doesn't even beat the game?
Right.
Somebody said that on Twitter. And you know he got a lot of backlash. There was even a journalist that came up on there. He saw what he said, but he made his own post. He went like a coward move instead of coming in there talking to the guy. He makes a whole other post like,
they play on easy. They don't finish the game right.
Right, but you right.
On top of that, you got to sit back and analyze. Has a review ever added to the enjoyment of a game? Like you really sit back. You really sit back and be like, oh, this shit got a 9 out of 10. This shit is making it crazy. Like, hell no, you never thought of that. That thought never came to your mind ever while you're playing a video game.
Right.
Like, you knew the shit was hot with or without the score. Like, back in the day when you was playing the game, NFL Blitz, I was like, yo, this shit is fun. Right? If I was playing Jet Set Radio, this shit was fun. If I was playing Power Stone, this shit was fun. If I was playing Street Fighter, the shit was fun. If I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom, the shit was fun. I never even saw reviews for those shits.
No, it was never in our, because that was never in our DNA. It was never in our makeup. It's not in the
When I played Sonic, the shit was fire. When I played Shenmue for the first time, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? This shit's insane.
When I
played Ready to
J-Rod's breaking all the rules tonight.
Hey, 35 and up, cats. Y'all didn't read the Game Informers and Electronic Gaming Monthly?
Nah, man.
I used to steal them for the stores. I don't know.
Realist said something real. But there was a difference because those guys that were actually doing that, they were legit.
But you know what the thing was too, man. Back in there was a time when like I used to call it the 10-minute test, right? If a game don't grab me within those first 10 minutes, a good game. When you feel it, it. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Ready to rumble, Def Jam,
know that already. Don't
Knockout
tell me
Kings, Twisted Metal.
Yeah, don't tell me. Oh, wait till about the 4th hour, then that's when the game start picking up. Nah, man,
don't tell me no garbage like that.
Nah. I want the guns and butter.
Right. Nobody had to tell me about Mortal Kombat. I experienced it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nobody had to tell me about Killer Instinct. When I was in the Dominican Republic, I played it for the first time in an arcade out there, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is fire."
Exactly.
Like nobody had to, when I played GoldenEye, I didn't look for no reviews for GoldenEye. When I played Zelda games, I didn't look for reviews for Zelda games. Come on now, I don't give a fuck about no Metacritic or what these people gotta say.
Shout out to Game Fan Magazine. Somebody said EGM.
That's right.
I remember that joint.
Game Fan Magazine. Now you talk my language, brother. Now you talk my language.
Game Fan Magazine, where it had it had that high quality paper. You carry that. You knew that the people that were the real gamers, they wanted to see that quality, right? So you wanted to see that capture that image from that magazine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Game Pro Sushi X back in the days from EGM. He used to give the real reviews.
Yeah.
I
never called Nintendo. I never called Nintendo for advice and tips to how to play the level.
And you
Nintendo.
Yeah, and you knew Sushi X because Sushi X was about the streets, right? Because he will give the non-corporate review.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, everybody was like, oh, da-da-da. And Sushi X was like, nah, this game is trash. Blah, 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 blah. So then you're right. Then he went to another magazine. He went to Game Fan, right?
And then he went to Game Fan. Yep.
Right. But that's the thing. That's the essence of the gaming, bro. It's about the culture, man. And it's like, you know what? If you ain't living that, when we see BS, sorry, pardon my language. When we see BS happening, guys like us that live the culture, it affects us a little bit more because we lived it and we've been through it. We don't want to see that get ruined. You know what I'm saying?
The only reading, the main reading that we did was from strategy guides. And we feel like we was even cheating. Those were our cheating books. And the code was you only did that when it was something that was just too crazy you couldn't figure out. We had that much integrity to not even cheat. We would try our best to figure it out, but when we could no longer, I gotta go to the store and open up this strategy book. And you remember some of them being plastics. You just snuck and ripped them open and got that section,
bro.
Read it real quick. We didn't have cell phones. We could take pictures, so we were great memory gamers. We would memorize what we saw, run home, and do what we saw that we read, bro. It was crazy,
bro. Legal, and then on top of that. We didn't have the luxury of YouTube, right? So we had to get that video game cover. The video game art cover was a thing.
Facts.
It meant something. So when you get that box, you read that box from the front, from the back. Facts. You make sure that you knew what it was, and you make sure that you beat that game, every nook and cranny of that game, because you want to get the most out of that,
bro. It's like, what is it? We came from the era where you left no stone unturned.
I remember when they had the first, when Sonic the Hedgehog 2 had the movie posters. That's when they first put the movie posters up for the games. That joint was crazy, right? That was like an experience where they're like, wow, like actually like the game art is on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a big evolution of gaming. But the thing is, like we lived it. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm going to say is this, Face, and to my panel, to my chat, and to all the real Xbox fans and gamers out there, right? If you wasn't there when the Wizard came out, motion pictures, where Mario Brothers 3 was actually displayed for the first time in that
didn't know about it. For a year.
Right. Where let me put it like this. They don't even realize that Mario Brothers was an actual gaming tournament game. Let's give it up for Mario, man. Let's Mario. You know what I'm saying?
Things they could get and how far they could get in a certain amount of time. Yep.
Right. Not Mortal Kombat. Exactly. It's speed running, bro.
Yep.
But watch this. It wasn't okay. Like speed running today is all about running the game without getting hit. That wasn't how it was done. Not only did you have to speed run, but you have to get the high score. See, you always had to get the high score. So it was about who gets to finish the game first, but have the most points doing it. It was never just one way. You had to have the high score. You had to. So you remember that's why on Mario Brothers 3, at the end you had to learn how to time your run, and you always hit the stars, and you get 3 stars, you get more points, you get more extra men. Remember that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All that was
45-degree angle. You always get the start, but you gotta time it right every time.
Every time. And in that movie, is where you learn how to get the flute from the first level. Remember, because you ducked down on the block, on the white block.
Before we had the magazine, it was in the movie. Yep,
it was in the movie.
That was crazy.
Movie was like, oh, and we had to remember Mario Brothers 3 was coming out, so you had to save your money or ask your moms or pops, yo, I want this for my birthday. And then when you did it, you tried it, you got the first flute. Yep. Bro, you actually left World 1 without even having to play it all. That was amazing, bro. That never happened in gaming.
Oh man, so this is why I find it amusing with these new people, right? That came on the 360 era and all this, telling me that I should care about reviews.
Fuck out of here.
This just sounds stupid because I came from an era where we didn't even have internet.
Dude, the internet was our imagination, right? We made the game what we wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Internet, I had to go to the Queen's Library and shit. So, and I started praying out a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Z pictures so I could fucking trace them over and all this shit. That was the internet back then. Newgrounds and all this shit. I never used the internet for no reviews.
Nah.
When we played Street Fighter for the first time, nobody had to tell us nothing. Right? This shit was fine. When we played, when I saw my uncle he was a big RPG fan. I saw him playing Skies of Arcadia on Dreamcast. I was like, yo, what game is this? This shit look fire. Oh, it's Skies of Arcadia. I got it for myself. Loved the game. I got Code Veronica. That's why I got into the Dreamcast and all this stuff. I didn't need nobody to tell me anything. When I was experienced NFL 2K, I knew 2K was better than Madden. Why? Because I played it. I didn't need nobody to tell me that.
And you know what else, J-Rock? And Six Layer in my panel list.
When I played NBA 2K, I didn't need nobody to tell me it was better than NBA Live. Because I played it.
Right. And they think when we say the arcade, right, we think it was just a jolly good giant, good old jolly green giant of a time. Man,
nah, the arcade where you had to put a quarter on the screen to hold your place.
Right. The arcade is not always a friendly, funny place. That's why we started calling it the dungeons. Because you see, in the arcade, you couldn't be a lame. You couldn't be a fake. You got slapped by everybody. There was people standing behind you, looking over your shoulder, while talking at the same time. You had to learn how to tune all that out. Be what you say you about. That's how you earned your respect. Because if you ran your mouth at school and then you walked your butt up into that arcade and we waxing you all day, there was a good chance that you got your end whooped before you went home that night. You know what I'm saying? You went to bed sore because you was running your mouth, acting like you was tough on those video game sticks. Come to find out, you was Daniel's son. You see what I'm saying? You wasn't ready, and you got your end waxed. You know, you got your quarters took. You know, that was a bad time. You was in a bad position if somebody ended up taking your quarters. That was like the lowest of the lowest, right? When your quarters got snatched, and you didn't do anything about it. Luckily for me, that didn't ever happen because I always went with my homeboys that were older than me, some kinfolk that was older. That wasn't happening because they knew
to watch your back when you're young.
Yeah, they was like, let us know if there's any issues. Go over there and play your game.
You know I'm back, guys. Some kid was doing the crate challenge outside. I had to make sure everything was all right.
Oh boy!
Come on, man.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna head out though.
J-Rock, I appreciate you, boy.
J-Rock,
no doubt, man.
Yo, J-Rock, we got it. We're going. Yo, J-Rock, before you go though, let them know where they can catch you at, and it ain't on YouTube.
real quick, J-Rock, thank you for helping me out with 12 minutes.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
That's the Xbox community doing that work on the background.
No doubt, man.
No doubt.
All right, man.
Yo, love the chat. Love you guys. You can always catch me on Twitter doing my thing, man.
Thanks.
All right, fella.
All right, J-Rock, you out. Look at J-Rock. He going. J-Rock done.
Nah, bro, I'm out.
All right, Famo.
Take care, bro.
You know, but y'all are right, man. Look, everything y'all said, I know it got emotional up in here. y'all are just tired. See, y'all, look, I don't pay attention to it. So, I'm not going to sit here in front and act like I had the same spirit. I didn't, but it doesn't mean that I didn't understand where y'all was coming from. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that none of y'all are fake. If you want to address that clown, I know y'all will address that clown right on Twitter. Y'all ain't using I would say mine, but y'all ain't using Di-RRec gaming as a way to talk behind nobody's back. Ain't nobody that hard out here. Ain't no drama out here on the social web. It ain't that serious. But if you make a public fool out of yourself, don't expect people out here in the public to not say something about you. I personally don't have nothing against the clown. I don't.
Yeah, I don't
look at it like this. He's got an audience that likes that stuff. All right.
To me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Where I had to be like, "Yo, what's up with this guy?"
Right. My thing was I wanted to educate the people. It's good to see, like, a platform like yours, Legal, where we could like expose. People could see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people do this fraudulent stuff, and it's like people need to see. This dude is a fraud. Because you got a lot of people actually following this dude, thinking that he's the real deal, and he ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But look, here's the thing, man. I meant to say this. And this wasn't a shot at anybody when I was saying this. Right. It's a fact. Everybody, all right. Well, like I said, people didn't know I was connected to Mr. Kima until the other weeks or so when I brought him in and I actually told everybody the story between us. So that's what people don't understand. You don't ever know who somebody knows out here. I just want to say that, right? On the second part, when I was in these streets, FaZe knows about that. Ebot knows about that, right? When I was out here in these streets, Facebook, in the gaming groups and all that, in the land of the corniness, I'll just say it like that. There was a lot of people who got flamed, all right? Scorpion style. We put it like that. A lot of fatalities, right? A lot of ashes and bones right now, right? So after the cleanup, you get bored, right? You say, you know what? It's time for me to do something else. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's always when you mature, you never let yourself do the same thing forever, right? It's always about advancing yourself, right? So the whole Di-RRec gaming, like I said, some of them know the story. FaZe knows the story. It was a dude at GameStop. You know what I'm saying? He's a district manager now, but I would always go up in his store and talk Xbox with him. And the thing, and this is him telling me, he'd be like, man, it's funny how the employees are always attacking Xbox. And I told him, not in my store. This is reality. You're not going to attack Xbox in the store, and we're going to tell the truth about the consoles to people, and we let people decide on what they want to buy. It doesn't hurt me if they buy a PlayStation. It doesn't hurt me if they don't buy an Xbox. It don't hurt me if they do. But we're not going to sit here and play the console wars sales and lies on people when they honestly don't know what each console can do. We'll let and I respected him for that. But it was him who wanted me to do this. All right. He put the funds into this, right? On top of that, I was in these streets since 2014, fall of 2014, before Thanksgiving Day. All right. So it's 2014 to 2021. I'm not blind to what's going on. Some of these clowns, they were doing the same old dumb stuff they were doing back then. All right. So I would always hear in the streets, right, FaZe? This is whack. This is boring. This is whack. This is boring. Okay. So I waited and waited and waited until the next generation came around. So I'm thinking, okay, we're in a new generation, right, realist? All right. So what better time to stop all the bull crap than now, right, Sick? We're at a new generation. We're at a refresh. So all the bull crap, let's get rid of it, and let's get serious about our next generation, and let's shape and mold this beautiful community. Well, who scratched the record? Who scratched the record? Because it seems to me, people love that foolishness, bro. They love it.
You're right.
So the dumber a person is, oh, I'm cool, I'm rocking it with him. Because what I've learned is that on social media, it's not about investing in their gaming experience. It's about investing in their feelings. And as long as you can cater to their feelings, you're a winner. And that's just something that the new legal don't get into. I don't get into catering grown folks' feelings. That's never been my style. That's corny to me. I look at it like this. You should be able to think for yourself. Don't agree with something just because I do. I don't want somebody always agreeing with me. Me and Sick don't agree on things all the time. Me and Hebot don't agree on things all the time. Me and FaZe don't agree on things all the time. The Realist and I don't agree on things all the time. And even me and Tech don't. Me and Tech didn't agree on the show today. But that doesn't mean we can't be family.
No, that's the whole thing about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like being a man. You disagree with that.
Right. To me, the hero of the show of Gamescom, to me, and I'm biased, but I'm going to be real with it, was my girl, Kate Yeager. Because I know where Kate come from. I know her passion. I've seen her energy. And I've seen how she represents people in the Xbox community. I've seen it with my own eyes. A lot of these clowns, they wasn't watching what I was watching. FaZe? Come on, man. I enjoy this community. So when I was sitting back peeping out Malik, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy Malik shining, you know? I was peeping out Kate Yeager with her energy. I was there when she got laid off and she was down and out. Guess who was reaching out to her? Don't worry. You bring the energy. You'll be back. Look at it today. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, big
These people are real though. They ain't fake people. They're not with their nose up in the air. They respond to you genuinely. And you know what? The new legal don't have to change up. They know exactly who I am. They know what I'm about. They know
you don't gotta switch up.
I ain't got to. See what I'm saying? I don't have to. Now, what's gonna make them mad is if I do. Well, what happened to Link? Where's that baritone at? Where's all that energy at? What are you switching up for? There's no reason to. We like the way you are. You don't see me out here being toxic. I ain't attacking nobody. I ain't calling nobody at it. As long as you ain't doing those things, man. I know this show got a little rowdy tonight. It's because there was so much built-in emotion, and I want them to know that. I want them to know that it's not. This show isn't catered to that toxic energy, and nothing these guys did was toxic. These guys were speaking from their heart, and they just didn't have the right words at some point. They're tired of seeing this great community get drowned by foolishness. We done seen it for 7 years.
Yep.
They're telling the community, wake the hell up. Wake up, man, and demand realism in your community. Demand a real cultural build up of a community within this community. Like, we need to be more positive on how we approach and assess things. Just be positive with it, because there's no reason to be negative. Look, I can give a negative response by being positive. I don't know if people don't understand that, y'all. You know what I'm saying, Sick? Because I can say this. You know what, Sick? Today, Microsoft didn't show a lot of gameplay. They did more talking. I just wish they would have shown more gameplay. Did that hurt? Did that hurt, Sick?
No. Not at all.
See what I'm saying? Did that hurt? Now watch this. But you know what, man? At least we had a show. At least I saw the gun. See, there's this thing back in the day that was called count your many blessings. Name them one by one. See, it's easy to point out the negative things. But the beauty of life is when you can actually look at the blessings in it. You count your blessings and you start to realize, man, you know what? I had a show today. Man, I saw a gun. I saw my homegirl, Kate. You know what? State of Decay 2 reached 10 million players. And Forza Horizon 5 looked dope. Yo, man, you know what? And Gunk's coming out this year. Man, I still got Hades to play. I still got the Ascent to play. Oh, wait a minute. Psychonauts 2. Did you see that? See what I'm saying? Look at all that I got to talk about. You're telling me I'm worrying about because Halo didn't get shown today? Well, newsflash. Halo hasn't been shown in a long time. But has that stopped Xbox from shining? Xbox is at an all-time high without Halo. So have you been living under a rock?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know when it's fake rage. Because you're bringing up something that has already been apparent. We already know that we haven't seen a lot of Halo. We already know that. When did you decide to get mad? Now? Well, it's going to drop soon. So you waited to get mad right before it's about to drop? That don't sound too wise. You had a whole year or so to get mad. It's been delayed. Where were you at? Where was all your fake rage then? You know what I'm saying? Where was all that seesawing then? Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, grow up, man. If you're going to represent this gaming community, then represent it. If you're going to represent, you're going to call yourself green, you want to call yourself this and that, represent it right. Like, don't come out here and make a clown out of yourself.
Facts.
The narrative of Xbox right now is it makes sense and we have too much to play. Yo, Six Slayer, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Well, you can find me on Twitter and everywhere. Great games are played and every great platform there is. Same name, Six Slayer minus the C. You can definitely find me on the Dragon's Den podcast. Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern with my boy 108 Dragons TV and PK Live and whoever is going to be our fourth, either a guest or it might be a Kuma. So come check us out.
Yo, Phase 114, where can we find you at, man?
Yeah, you can find me on the filthy Twitter streets at Crossphaser. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. I'm watching these suckers, these frauds. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. Thanks for crashing in. I really enjoyed you, folks.
You know, you family, man.
Folks. Yes, sir. We family. The realest New York one.
Yeah,
where can they find you at, man?
Everything, man. They can find me by that name. Wherever fine beverages are sold.
Yo, the realest, we couldn't hear you, man. You gotta say it one more time. We gotta get it right.
That's why I've been quiet, bro.
No, you good, right there. Say it right there.
I'm hollering, bro. Nah, you can find me by the realest everywhere. I had to change my name so it's the same everywhere.
That's it.
That's what's up.
That's it, man. This is Di-RRec Gaming. New Legal representing Di-RRec Gaming. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for the shout outs. Emmanuel A1, thanks for the support tonight. It was good.
And the jokes.
Yeah,
I love that one. I'm going to use that one more often, man. Just defective bots. No doubt.
Hell yeah. Take care, guys.
All right, let's do this for. There you go. And thanks to everybody out here constantly showing support. Thanks for the love. We here, man, and we're not going anywhere. Remember, always keep it gaming. Chase the one up in life. This has been the New Legal. Represent Di-RRec Gaming, y'all. We out of here.